real quick, I wanted to show you some Joe Rogan stuff. We've got 3 great things from Joe Rogan this week. And a little while ago, I told you a story about how Joe Rogan was going to do this bullshit thing, and I was really pissed off about this. And he did do this thing, where during his live shows, his stand-up shows, when you go in, he hired a service where you have to put your cell phone in a cell phone bag before entering the theater. And we heard about other comedians do this too. They hire this crazy company. Hey, can you get me some more ice? I'd like to do another drink.
Okay.
Thanks so much. So Hannibal Buress does this too, and a bunch of people do this. They don't like this idea that people are distracted by their phones or taking pictures or recording their sets maybe. So they do this thing where they take away everybody's cell phones, and we hate that, right? Like, imagine going to an event, and they make you put your cell phone in a bag. So I hated this. I was disappointed in Joe Rogan for doing this. Yeah, they're saying concerts do this now. I don't like it. You know, just deal with it. It's the new thing. People have phones. You got to get over it, okay? I'm really the anti-phone people. I always have been. Let it evolve. Let's see where the phone thing goes. Yeah, it's a new thing right now. It's kind of new. People don't know how to behave with it. Just teach them. But that doesn't mean, Bill Burr, and that doesn't mean all you old-timers, you don't be afraid of phones. So this is great. It's an epic fail. Watch what happened when Joe Rogan started doing this thing where he takes people's phones away. Here we go. Little clip from his show. This is just a short.
I was almost as excited to work
it's
with
Bert
David
Kreischer,
Doe
the
as a
liar.
kid.
Here we go.
Where were you working?
Miami. I worked that stretch.
That was a terrible place to work.
Not with, yeah, no shit.
The liar, Bert Kreischer.
Dude, I was just in Miami. I was in Miami a few months ago, and I did that cell phone bag thing because I did it before I filmed my Netflix special.
Yeah.
I did it for a while where they'd have to put their phones in the bag, then I stopped doing it. It's complicated. It's annoying. It takes, especially when you're doing 2 shows, it's a giant space in between show. But never have I seen a crowd, like, because to use your phone, you got to get out of the arena and then come back. Everybody was just constantly going out. They were constantly getting up. I mean, it was like I was doing stand-up, not in front of people sitting down.
Yeah, okay. So it backfired. Who would have thought that would backfire, you selfish comedians who need pure silence, everyone's attention? You know what? If you want to get everyone's attention, do great stand-up. They will be enthralled. So this is what you get. So everybody is now leaving the theater to check their phone constantly throughout the show, making it even worse, huh?
Up. I mean, it was like I was doing stand-up, not in front of people sitting down, but in front of people in a constant state of moving, sitting down, and getting up.
That's fucking insane.
They were just constantly moving.
Like
no place I've ever been.
Too.
They have 0 attention span. I've always said if you want to starve to death, open up a bookstore in Miami. These motherfuckers, they just do coke and fuck each other.
Okay,
and
it has nothing to do with Miami. Bert Kreischer told you about 70 lies during the show.
I think he tells one crazy lie right after this, but it might be a little long. Remember,
well,
he
let's
was saying
see.
something and we weren't really listening.
Yeah,
and
should we stick around for a Bert Kreischer lie?
And he was saying something about guys showing their dicks, and you're like,
oh my
yeah,
God,
right.
it was the biggest lie. I'm not kidding. Bert Kreischer's lies are so elaborately big that it's like he's trying to get caught. Like he's going out on a limb to get himself busted for these lies because they're so extreme now. Maybe that is coming up right here. Let's find out.
And party. Not everybody. I know, I'm generalizing. If you're like, bro, I read. Billy Corbin loves fucking Miami, so.
Bro, I started headlining. Miami was one of the first clubs that let me headline because I had handled the room.
They just like take a white guy.
Okay. I want to write down information throughout this. So Miami was one of the first clubs that let me headline. All right.
I'm taking notes.
Okay, take notes. So it's in Miami, one of the first clubs that Bert was headlining, and I want to know the name of this club. He keeps saying Miami. He's talking about the Miami Improv. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. Because we're going to call this place and ask if this happened. Okay? That's what we're going to do. You guys know me. You guys know I make calls. And I will call people So, okay, listen to this story. You tell me if this is a lie or not.
Anyone.
Dude, I had the most crazy experiences I've ever had there. One night, it's me and 2 other comics. I'm headlining, right? It's Sunday night. And I say to the manager, I said, it seems pretty rowdy. Are they heckling her? And then he's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. There's gangbangers in the front row. I was like, can we escort them out maybe? And he goes, I think they have weapons. I'm not comfortable with that. I was like, so what are we going to do? And he's like, I don't know, tread lightly, I guess. Feature act goes up. This is a 100% swear on my children true story. Feature act goes up. They destroy him. He comes back.
Oh, my God.
Thinning hair, matted.
Now, why does he constantly, every time he tells a story, he goes, I swear to God, this is 100% true story. Why do you need to constantly say that if you're not telling lie stories a lot? You know what I mean? Why would people even doubt you? Why do people have so much doubt in your stories that you have to tell them over and over again that it's real?
Because as he's telling the story, he realizes it sounds like a crazy lie.
But it is a crazy lie. This 100% is a lie. When you hear this story, you'll know it's a lie. This can't possibly keep happening to him. So let's hear the story.
Sweaty to his head, and he's like, it's not good. So I go out and I do an old Dave Attell trick. It's a comedy trick, but I watched Dave do it, where he would ask the audience a question that he had the joke for. So he'd ask them the setup. Hey, what's the best way to please your wife? You know, and then he had the joke. What's the best way to give oral sex to your chick? And the guy's like, and then the guy would tell his joke, and then obviously you have the better joke. You wrote it.
Thank you.
Right.
You're like, oh, no, what you do is you put your lips around her entirely and go, oh. And so
Right.
I do that with these gangbangers for like 35 minutes. And
Why
it's
are
killing.
they
The whole crowd's like,
gangbangers, by
finally,
the
we're
way?
all-
Why are they I mean, how do you know that they're gangbangers?
He said that the manager told him they're gangbangers.
But
right?
how would the manager know? So they see a group of
Racism.
black people and you go, you guys affiliated with a gang? I just want to make sure the comics know about it. So yes, they are in a gang. They did tell me that they are part of an illegal gang. They tell everyone. I mean, come on. That's not the lie. Check this out.
Fun. I look off to the left, and all of a sudden, one of them, a darker guy, named Ray, gets up on stage, and he's like,
On
yeah,
stage?
on stage. There's no stopping this.
With you.
With me. He's like, there's a real motherfucker right here. There's a real motherfucker.
Oh,
you know
no.
what real motherfucker's getting the 305? Pulls his pants down and shows his dick, and it is massive.
Okay. So this black guy comes up and he says, he's a real motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. Pulls his pants down, shows his dick to the whole crowd. Okay. Maybe if that happened once, I'd believe it.
Pulls his pants down and shows his dick, and it is massive. Massive and dark. Like, and everyone's silent. And I'm like, okay, Ray, thank you very much. He's like, show your shit, son. I'm like, not now.
Show yo shit, son.
Show your shit, son. I was like, not going to happen now. Not going to happen now. I go, you know, you might want to leave. I'm sure they're calling the cops. And he's like, good looking out. And he leaves, right?
Wait, it gets so much worse.
I'm like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I'm like, how do I follow that? All of a sudden, lighter skinned dude, face tattooed, dreadlocks, stands up real slow. And I'm like, oh my God, please say with another dick. Gets on stage and just goes, there's a real motherfucker. You know what real motherfucker's getting the 305? Pulls his pants down, and he has an equally, almost like lighter, two-tone dick, like a purple ring around.
I'm already so pissed at this stupid story. So 2 black gangbangers, one at a time, have both come up on the stage, pulled their pants down, delivered the same line. He's a real motherfucker. You know what real motherfuckers are? And showed their full penises to an entire crowd. Okay, 2 in a row. Let's see what happens next.
And the place is going bananas. They're like, oh my God. I go, listen, brother. I go, they're definitely called the cops now. You definitely want to go catch up with Ray and get a ride home. Thank you so much for the, you know. And he's like, good looking out.
How does he know one of their names?
He gets off stage, right? I swear on my children's lives. I swear on my children's lives.
I believe you, man. I
Children's
worked there.
They're with a hairless albino
Girl or guy?
guy. And I go, so funny, man. The only dick I ever wanted to see was yours. And the audience is quiet. He slowly stands up, and everyone's like, no, please let it happen. Gets on stage, drops his pants, and it is huge. No hair. It looks like a lighthouse. Just I just drop the mic. I go, that's my show. And I just walk off stage.
Nice.
It was the fun. That club was fucking insane.
Insane. You know what happened? They started giving out free tickets.
Yeah.
And it just went off.
I don't know, Bert. Now, here's the thing. If it's just once in a while, a story like that, fine. It's every 10 minutes with this guy. So this crazy thing happened where 3 men in a row show their dicks. No pictures. No one else to corroborate the story. No videos. Nothing. Very, very strange. I don't believe it. And he's constantly telling juicers like that. Yeah, I hear Rogan just changed the subject because he doesn't want to entertain the lie. I just don't know. Even if they're not lies, shouldn't we hate him just for having all these stories? Like, come on. It doesn't add up. People don't have this many amazing stories. It just doesn't work out like that. Okay? So that's Bert Kreischer. Please submit his lies to Bert Kreischer lies at redbarradio.net, and we'll go over those. We'll see if they're true. I didn't think that one was true. But it's not about Bert today. It's too easy. I can't prove that he's ever lying, so it frustrates me. There's never, I can't get to anything. I could prove Kumia's lying. All the time we bust Kumia. So it's nice. With Bert, it's like, I know that's a lie, but I can't prove it. So it frustrates me. I don't like doing Bert stuff.